Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Spy Family, episode 5. Last episode we met Murdoch Swan, Henry Henderson, and Walter Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And
two of those three people were awesome.
The third, not so much.
Not so awesome.
But it's okay. He got punched in the face. And my man Lloyd high-roaded the entire school. And we're kind of nervous about if we're going to get in because of the interview.
Pass or fail?
Well, it wasn't looking good because of the family picture frame falling and hitting the ground.
Yes, that was a way to end that episode. To put have your stomach fall.
Yeah.
You know, and your heart fall. Like, ooh, oh, what's the idiom? Your heart fell to your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, which organ is fallen where? I don't know. Well, I felt all of that. And I absolutely hated Anya bringing up the fact that the idea that she did not want to be taken back if this mission is over.
Yeah, that brings up the point of like Anya being asked about her previous mother, and we like tried to understand the feelings that she was feeling based off of the little information we know. If she has recollection of her mother, if there is backstory that we will get, or if she was just upset over the thought of not having an actual mother yet.
Mm-hmm. Which it could have honestly been any of those things. It was hard to watch, and it was especially hard to watch for Lloyd and Yor.
Mm-hmm.
Hence their actions after that.
Because of where we left off last episode, I have no idea where we're going to pick up this episode, you know? Maybe with like the result of if we get it or not, but
I think the result, but that picture frame falling over, it almost like gave that feeling like here we're in somewhat of a high, like good things are happening, there's good energy and happiness, and then that picture frame falling off the wall. It was kind of like, what has been shattered? Is it Lloyd's kind of uptight idea of how this mission needs to go and how the family needs to be in order to complete it, and maybe that he's looking at it wrong, and that's why the picture frame fell, because
and a new standard will come in.
And realizing that they just needed to be a family in order to complete this mission, and not this ideal that he's come up with that is not true to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that's what it was alluding to, and it was more for Lloyd and less for like, ooh, coming up, the family is gonna get torn apart in some way. That's what I'm hoping for, that's not the case.
I don't know, like, cause the feeling of being genuine was what came over me when Lloyd was saying his final goodbyes to the school. And I'm sure that there was somewhat thinking of, like, I still want to be, like, proper in a way of how he worded things, but it felt very genuine and protective. And I'm hopeful that genuineness is going to continue to shine through, and that's the way that they prevail in this mission.
He didn't say anything that would put a damper on their images of being a righteous and good family that would be a good addition to the school. So it is cool that his genuine emotions and how his true sense of fairness and his probably true feelings at that being an unfair treatment of a young girl, all of that was true and genuine to probably who he actually is behind all that twilight. Like, that's all stuff that he really meant. But he said it in such a gentlemanly way, in such a proper way. He really articulated himself there in a way that was collected and mature, and he really got his point across in a kind of like spitting way. He got it.
Yeah, I mean, and who is better to parent Anya than two people who have been in a very rough situation in their own childhoods? And if somebody wants to harm any part of Anya, whether that's physically or emotionally, we know that Yor and Lloyd are not going to stand for it. I'm hoping that we get more Frankie this episode. We haven't seen Frankie in an episode, so
I know once he got kind of dissed on not being a beautiful woman.
Maybe we'll see.
I want to see that kid that was used for the gutter.
He was good. All right.
What a great actor.
I'm ready. You? Mm-hmm. Sweet. That is a big day. Why are so many bad things happening?
That is not bad luck. Yeah.
Maybe it's a bunch of bad things to equal out the goodness of them getting accepted. Wow. Who is this man? The man behind the chair.
Head of the organization?
What? Oh no.
Well, she's in a school uniform, so
we maybe it's like they get into like a less prestigious school and try to like overachieve to like transfer over.
Transferring.
Now that we're like 5 episodes in, I'm focusing less on the visual of the intro and more on the song, and I adore it.
It's good. Waiting list.
Oh.
What does that mean?
What a good moment.
So now they have to try to get someone to withdraw?
Yeah.
So dark. Oh my gosh. For the sake of... She debated it though, and I love her.
Henry Henderson, the man, the myth, the mustache.
Because of the punch?
My elegant boy.
Is this his true father? Is this a grandpa situation?
Will it into being.
Yes! Oh, great. He had it in his pocket already. He's such a good dad.
Look at the blushing!
They're so happy.
Everybody hug. That was quick. I love Frankie. Scruffy Scruff. He's the uncle.
Yeah.
Look at Anya.
He has to act out a spy thing?
It's Princess Peach. Lloydie boy.
Sniffle, sniffle.
They've practiced this.
They have. This was the plan all along.
I wonder if Frankie's a father.
He's an uncle.
I wonder if they think this is like for the mission.
Oh my god, they
like
totally
in a really
think it's for the
serious
mission.
way.
Emergency operation. Look, that is
This
the cutest thing I
is
never knew I needed to see.
The best. Yes, you do.
Why does she still have the bottle?
They're psychologists.
No one's gonna ask him how he knows how to fly.
It's part of therapist school.
Psychiatry.
This is amazing. Yours talking like Anya at the moment.
I know, it's cute.
It's like Hogwarts. What are they gonna tell them? Is over SS.
And
Anya
they're all
deserves it.
spies.
Morse code. Lloyd man. Count Scruffy Head.
Can be whatever. They all get to test their skills against him now. Ooh. Frankie's like, this is the best day of my life. This isn't for Anya, it's for me. Yours just kind of waving.
Oh, yes. Oh my god.
There's a pistol with a silencer!
How did you not know that?
That was like episode 1.
I like how she has a mic, but she's not using it. She's using Frankie's. Easy.
That was too easy.
For him to wear the mask.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. For him to wear the costume. He's gonna pick something like sentimental and emotional. Oh. He plays this part well.
He does. Yor is going to love it.
Yes!
The music, man.
They should make this a real, like, obstacle course or something.
They're so excited. Are those cannons? Why is the animation so good? Like,
they even have a spotlight on it.
Oh,
Do you
this
hear the
song.
Admiration.
Oh no, save me. Oh.
And he's like laying on it. This is so cool.
What is this song?
If Yor wasn't in love before this.
Using his belt.
And he put it
my
back
gosh,
on.
What a badass. I wish I was this cool, man. This is so awesome. Where's Yor? Is she the final boss? Yorticia. And she's drunk. Drunken monkey. She's not gonna hold back, man.
She is not. Stop. She's so drunk she doesn't remember what's happening?
She can't see through the disguise. Oh, close. Invoice.
That was amazing.
That was fantastic, man.
Imagine how yours gonna react when she realizes that the cut on Lloyd's face is from her.
I love that it was like we had that little ending when Anya was like, Papa, and then he was like, wait, I'm supposed to be your dad in this? Like Anya knew what pieces she had and what she was doing. Like, Anya knows who Lloyd really is and knows who Yor really is. And without anybody realizing it in the story other than her, she is using that to recreate what a real situation would be like between her and Lloyd if she was in danger. Like, that is brilliant, man.
I just love that, like, she really, when she watches that show now, like, that's how she imagines it. That, like, I mean, if her dad is a spy and her mom's an assassin, then of course when she watches these shows that she loved before that, like, she got adopted, then she's gonna imagine herself in those situations. And she's already had Lloyd save her once.
Yeah. Man, question. What do you think of the fact that the first episode we were introduced to Lloyd and Anya. The second episode we had Yor. Mm-hmm. The third and fourth we had both of them. And now we go back to a Lloyd Anya kind of focus episode. What are your feelings towards that?
I think I like it because if you think about it, Lloyd and Anya are the relationship that has already been has some backstory, some establishment. Mm-hmm. And obviously once you added Yor into it, there's a lot of like people that need to feel like family and get closer to each other. And it's like it brought you back to the beginning where it's like these are the start. It was Lloyd and Anya, and their relationship is truly the key because it's Twilight and it's his mission, and he needs his daughter to be in this school. Yor was kind of a secondary addition to the mission, like he needed to have a wife in order to enroll Anya into this school. And it's kind of nice to see them work on their relationships and their dynamics separately outside of the like trio family unit.
Yeah. I had like concerns after episode 1 if they were going to complete like just throw in another person, that being Yor, and then trying to build each character equally going forward. But it seems like I of course nothing to worry about because like episode 1 was all about introducing our main character and building that relationship with Anya, right? Mm-hmm. And that foundation and relationship that we had and already felt after episode 1 was so strong that we were not only able to incorporate and learn to love a new character, Yor, but that first episode was able to carry the subsequent, like the next 3 episodes afterwards in a mm-hmm. way that expanded on the story and then their familial relationship. Mm-hmm. And to go back to Lloyd and Anya's relationship this episode and kind of reaffirm, strengthen, and then just mm-hmm. like show that foundation again makes me so happy in the sense that I love seeing it on screen. And if they choose to go down a path of like, we find out more about Yor's brother because we still have weird feelings about him, and they have to do more Yor-focused episodes where right. Lloyd and Anya's relationship has to be more stable, mm-hmm. they have the room to be able to do that now because their relationship is so like solid, like as we learn here, you know?
To build a successful family has a bunch of different dynamics in play. Yeah. They need to have Lloyd and Yor have time specifically together in some instance to build their relationship. There needs to be Yor and Anya moments, and there needs to be Lloyd and Anya moments, and then there needs to be moments of the 3 of them together. Mm-hmm. And all of those separate moments are important for building this family unit that all loves each other and wants to stay together, that I'm hoping is what's happening with this show. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't be like, I don't think it would make us feel satisfied if it was just kind of, oh, now they're all together and there's no like separate working on separate relationships.
Agreed.
That are a part of the whole. Because then the whole won't feel as good.
Yeah. We had, like, the Lloyd and Yor episode. We, like, you know, we have, like, the family
and Anya
episodes
was not
building.
there with their scenes of, like, him going to the party with Yor. It's nice to have these moments with just two of the three.
I'm expecting not only, I think the obvious is a Yor and Anya episode.
I hope so. I mean, they need to build that relationship.
But I'm also kind of expecting a Lloyd and Anya helping Yor or doing something for Yor episode, as well as Yor and Anya doing something for Lloyd. It's interesting. I love this show so much, dude.
Think about what Yor was even debating in her head doing for. She said, "For Miss Anya, I will kill you."
I took that as she is so drunk that she cannot tell Lloyd is who he is behind that mask.
No, beforehand.
What?
She said it about killing that guy
so
that
yeah.
his son wouldn't be in the school. She said,
so
okay,
good.
I get you. She kind of has that same energy twice in the same episode.
Yeah.
But she was like, "For Miss Anya, I have to kill you. I'm sorry."
Yes.
And I'm like...
Then she was like, no, I couldn't kill an innocent person. Which is also an interesting thing. So does that mean that, like...
That means she views everyone she kills.
Do you see, like,
as
the
being
selective
deserving.
red here? Her shoes, the wine, the bow tie, her eyes. So
roses
great.
Inside her dress.
Yeah, you mustn't take the life of an innocent person, Yor. That means she has some moral compass that she operates by.
That she operates by, yeah, completely.
Not just, oh, you give me a mission, I'm gonna do it, which is kind of what I thought might be the case.
When you hear of assassin, you kind of think of this idea that they're just supposed to kill their target.
Yeah.
And they have no kind of say. And it makes me wonder if she'll ever come upon a time where she doesn't agree with the target that she's been given.
If that target is Lloyd and Anya.
Yes, exactly. That's where I can't help but imagine this story going with the position and jobs that both parents have. It feels like a realistic situation that could happen to them, that they are possibly on opposite sides.
At one point this episode, I thought, oh, is Yor's, like, whole organization or who she answers to going to get reconnaissance that all of Lloyd's group is meeting up on an SS tier mission and something important has to be going down and she has to infiltrate it because of that. Like, I thought that we were going in that direction at one point, which would have been funny, but I'm glad that they didn't. I don't think they would have had the time to.
This was perfectly comedic.
Yeah.
That it was all good energy and there was no actual villain.
Yeah.
But it was still intense and it was funny because all of these people were taking it so seriously.
Yes. Okay. That was amazing.
And it's like they were getting something out of this. They were getting to see how they stack up against this agent that they obviously look up to.
Anya's reaction to Yor's thoughts about, like, killing someone to get her in, I love, because it's not just fear or anything. It's like almost like you do that for me, but then you talk yourself out of it because you're a good person. Wow, you're scary, but cool.
Exactly. Remember what they asked Anya? What do you think of your mom in the interview? And she was like, she's scary.
Yeah. But to go back to what you were just saying, the agents who were there, like, who were, like, definitely getting something out of this. They were like, oh, we get to go up against Twilight? Like, oh my gosh. And, like, they all admired him. My favorite guy being, not the guy with the mustache here.
Is it the one that was always looking at him with these, like...
Admiration. He was crying
eyes.
at one point, and I loved him. This guy,
yes.
He was great.
He was so into this. He was like, I'll sacrifice anything necessary.
I loved the Morse code while he was talking,
yes.
too. That was amazing.
Oh, and the fact, it's so true to a child that what is she thinking or wanting right now is not something she would have pre-decided.
It was
beforehand.
Or it was.
It's whatever she literally wants right in that second, and she's not gonna know what it is. You just have to mind read.
Or she was very, like, deliberate in the fact that
she wanted him to wear it.
Wanted him to wear it and was like, I want you to wear it, so I'm not going to tell you that that was the real answer. I'm going to make something else up or pick another thing. Dude, the animation is wildly good.
Oh, when he was going down the, like, rope with his belt, we need to get to that scene, because that scene was like, oh, and then in the tunnel, and he was, like, laying back, shooting up. Amazing. But I swear, this scene right here
taking the belt off.
My day.
Dude, the animation
and then the explosions.
Crazy good, yeah. The match with the music, too.
And then he freaking puts his belt back on
in midair.
Like,
oh my gosh. I like how, like, I don't wonder what Yor's thinking because she's drunk, but at the same time, I'm like, do they not, or a good question here is, I wonder what Lloyd would be thinking of Yor. Like, are his skills so high and this is the life that he's always known that he does not think it is weird at all for somebody to be as skilled as Yor is?
He should be confused because of the fact that she could have actually really hurt him if she hadn't fallen because her heel broke.
Yeah. I know, like, obviously it's just because, like, all of them are very, like, happily oblivious to the situation that's in front of them, and I'm here for it. But it's funny. It's really funny.
I mean, there's a whole room full of spies that weren't able to beat him.
Yeah.
And then Yor just walks up and just her downfall was her heel of her shoe. It was not her. She's really like...
She's a badass,
She's
dude.
going for this role. His gloves are completely ripped off his hands.
I really like both of their character designs, man. They're very simple, but, like, very... unique in their own right. How they're drawn and how their movements are, so like them. God. Oh, Frankie's an MVP, dude. He needs to be the godfather or the uncle.
Frankie did this for himself.
Maybe. I wonder who this guy is. No shot that this is Yor's brother. Or, you know, I don't believe it.
I would believe more that Yor's possibly working on an opposite west or east, you know, on the opposite side. I want it to be Henry Henderson.
Henry Henderson.
I hope that wouldn't that be cool if he's actually like forever, like he's always thought of Twilight with this he's like a son. You're an elegant boy, my son.
The fact that, like, him killing the number one killer of our species on this planet, like, him killing the mosquito was what really helped him was amazing. I really, really don't want Henry Henderson to not be there. You know?
It makes sense that, I mean, he did punch someone who's, I think the father gives a lot of money to this school. Yeah. The father of the guy that he punched that deserved it. He totally deserved it. But he is such a good character. I'd be sad if, like, he wasn't teaching Anya. Like, he was the history teacher, I think.
Yeah.
And I would be sad if he wasn't the one teaching Anya.
I love this show so much. This is one of my favorite shows already.
This was an amazing episode, and I loved it. What do you want more? Like, what do you want next? Like, here we got another kind of nice Anya and Lloyd building their father-daughter relationship. What do you want to be built next or, like, worked on more?
What do I think or what do I want?
What do you want?
I would want some, like, Anya Yor. Okay. But I think that it's going to be Anya by herself in school, which I'm also happy with. Okay. And then Yor and Lloyd are going to be awkward at home, be like, what do we do?
I want Yor and Lloyd, but I feel like that's going to be a slow burn.
Yeah.
I think they're going to slowly realize that they actually, like, romantically love each other. And you know, like, actually, like, a mom and a dad of Anya. Like, they obviously realize they both care for Anya, and they have some care for each other because of the circumstance that they're in the agreement that they made. But they have total potential to actually fall in love with each other.
Definitely.
And so I feel like even though I want another scene of them, I think you're totally right that what are they going to do while she's off at school? Maybe when she starts making friends, they're going to be like, oh, she's not hanging out with us anymore.
Neither of them, I assume, have never been in a real relationship and have only been in fake ones. So I can only imagine their relationship starting, like their interactions alone would be very childlike and very unsure.
And that's why I think it's totally going to be a slow burn. And you know who's going to be the one that knows? Anya.
Anya's so cool, dude. Her in the aviator outfit.
Princess Anya.
That
was the cutest thing I have ever seen.
Screaming.
Oh.
It is
that's like our ending note.
Cute.
How about look at that. I mean, and like yours hugging the booze, like it's Anya. Come on.
Who do you feel the most like resonant with?
Like who do I relate to the most?
At the moment.
Anya.
I feel like I could, I feel like these are like 4 different moods that I can have.
Yes.
You know? Mm-hmm. I love Frankie.
Frankie was like, this is...
Dude, Frankie's the man.
Frankie and Anya obviously like have had some interactions that we haven't seen, that they have become buddies.
I love that you can still see Anya's little, like triangles poking out, like
that's
little horns.
That's why it's even cuter.
Yeah. Love it.
This was amazing. Love it.
Amazing. Love it. All right, you good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we cannot wait to watch the next episode with you.